Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. There is this article that I saw yesterday that is also spreading so fast, and I am asking myself what is going on with the United States. I don't want to start blaming Latinos at this point. I don't want to start blaming Asians. I don't also want to start blaming white women for how they voted. But I am going to ask, what is wrong with the regime, this fascist regime? Because some people do not understand how fascist this regime is. Because tell me how they are saying that a toddler will be representing him or herself in court. I have never heard this in my life. And even developing countries are not doing something like this. That is to tell you how mean this administration is. And then, not just being mean, a full grown old man is asking a toddler, do you know what court is? And do you know or do you understand the procedure that you are going through right now? How do you expect a toddler to understand what court is, let alone asking the toddler, do you know what procedure are you talking about? What procedure are you people talking about? White women, if you all are saying this and you think this is okay, you all are the problem. Latinos, I really do not want to start blaming you on how you people gassed up, but you all failed. Everybody, including your children. Let's get into this video.
Are you a little nervous this morning? See? Do you understand what these proceedings here in court are all about? You know what a lawyer is? No?
We have some breaking news right now. The Trump administration is now forcing children as young as 4 years old to represent themselves in court, according to the Gothamist and other local reporting, because the Trump administration has essentially eliminated a lot of programs for undocumented children to have legal assistance in the courtroom. They are now forced to represent themselves. And this is just one example. This is them quoting a judge saying, quote, "The reason we're here is because the government of the United States wants you to leave the United States." There are about a dozen children during this court hearing. The parties included a 7-year-old boy wearing a shirt emblazoned with a pizza cartoon, an 8-year-old girl and her 4-year-old sister in a tie-dye shirt who squeezed a pink plushie toy and stuffed it into her sleeve. None of the children were accompanied by parents or attorneys, only shelter workers who helped them log on to the hearing. This is the new reality of the America that we now live in, and it's only going to continue as further cuts are made. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, link to my bio, so subscribe for free for this news and more. Spread the word and follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come.
So this is America. What the fuck kind of timeline are we living in that we will allow children as young as 4 years old to represent themselves in court and not have anyone present, not their attorney, not their parents, no one? They're representing themselves before a judge who said to them, and I quote, "The reason we are here is because the government of the United States wants you to leave the United States. My job is to decide if you leave or stay." Now imagine a 7-year-old boy standing before the judge wearing a t-shirt embroidered with a pizza logo, twirling a windmill toy as the judge spoke. Then imagine an 8-year-old girl standing before the judge holding her 4-year-old sister's hand as she squares and held on to her pink plushie toy. All of these children representing themselves. And y'all don't find no problem with this? Trump supporters, y'all don't find not one single problem with this? The deeper I dig into this timeline, the scarier it gets. If he will allow a child as young as 4 years old to stand up there and represent themselves in court and not give a damn, what makes you think he gives a damn about you? I'm still waiting on the Make America Great Again because we haven't gotten to that part yet. We haven't gotten to the part where it has been great. It has never been great, but it is getting worse by the minute. If you support that, you can go ahead and unfollow me because, baby, I don't give not one damn because you know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. And whoever sat and watched that, even the goddamn judge, know that it is wrong. They had no business standing up there representing themselves without their parents or their attorneys present. And can't nobody make me change my mind or my beliefs on that. And if you feel any other kind of way, baby, go on, jump up in these comments because I got some heat for you.
Let me tell y'all something. I do my best not to get angry when I make videos. I understand people listen to my content and it calms them down. So I do my best to not get upset when I talk about the things that are going wrong in this country. But I don't know how anybody can watch children stepping into court, children as young as 4 years old, stepping into a courtroom for immigration proceedings with no representation, speaking to a judge who is telling them they are about to be deported without getting violently upset. This is not the country any of us grew up in. This is not the country that any of us signed up for. I don't care how much you sit there and you want to turn your nose up at the atrocities that this man is committing from the Oval Office. I don't care how much you want to sit there and feel superior, feel like you won something just because he has the opportunity to sit in that seat. He is doing things that are absolutely inhumane. And your support for that means you are just as inhumane. I hope all of you see this. I hope you clip it up, share it among your right-wing buddies. All of you make your comments about how all these liberals are just upset about blah, blah, blah. We're getting rid of illegal aliens. It doesn't matter. I'm not interested in your approval. I don't care. I'm interested in what is right. I'm interested in what is supposed to be the proper way to conduct ourselves in this country, especially when it comes to goddamn children. This is not okay. It's not okay. Nobody voted for this, not even you. If you continue to sit there and say that you support this, if you continue to sit there and say this is exactly what we wanted, I hope that you get everything that you voted for. And I mean absolutely everything. Because if they can ship this kid out with no representation, they can ship your children out with no representation. I bet you'll get upset when that happens. I bet you won't like it when that happens. Well, I'm going to tell you something. It's coming. I'm willing to bet before the end of this year, we are going to see somebody from one of your neighborhoods, one of your demographics, going through this. And then I bet you'll be upset about it. But don't look for sympathy. Don't look for empathy. All right? I want you to keep that same energy when he is absolutely rounding up your children, because it's coming.
It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, progressive, liberal, Green Party, independent, MAGA. If this doesn't break your heart, I don't know if you're even human anymore. This video was made in 2018 during the first Trump administration, and something has occurred in March of 2025 that re-ups the situation. But first, I want you to take 30 seconds to watch this video, and then I'm going to tell you what has just happened a few weeks ago that has made me spend this morning in tears.
Are you a little nervous this morning? See? Do you understand what these proceedings here in court are all about? You know what a lawyer is? No?
As of late March 2025, the Trump administration has removed funding for legal representation so that toddlers and children of detained and deported migrants have to represent themselves in immigration court. Yes, you heard that correctly. Toddlers and children of detained and deported migrants have to represent themselves in immigration court. They are going to court without a CASA or without a lawyer, just with their shelter workers in their pajamas, in whatever clothes they have on their back. Many of them can't even speak English, and they're having to represent themselves before judges. The Gothamist and many other outlets are reporting that here, Judge Ubaid al-Haq, presiding in a courtroom in New York on Varick Street, was speaking to about a dozen children via WebEx on a virtual court proceeding, and telling these children as they were swiveling in chairs, walking in circles, playing with their hair, "It's my job to figure out if you have to leave. It's my job to figure out if you have to stay." The parties included a 7-year-old boy wearing a shirt emblazoned with a pizza cartoon who spun a toy windmill while the judge spoke. There was an 8-year-old girl and her 4-year-old sister in a tie-dye shirt squeezed a pink plushy toy and stuffed it into her sleeve. None of the children were accompanied by parents or attorneys, just their shelter workers. Most adults can't represent themselves in the legal system, and we have a 7-year-old in a pizza cartoon shirt and an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old sister, because the Trump administration cut the funding for legal representation for these children. What kind of country have we become?
You know what a lawyer is?
When I saw this, I thought, this can't possibly be real. Like, the Trump administration is awful, but they're not this awful. But no, of course they're this awful. I don't know why I'm constantly surprised. I shouldn't be surprised anymore. I did my research, and this is legit. I mean, this video is not like an actual video from court. It's something that was made in 2018. But the Trump administration is making children represent themselves in immigration court. That is insane. It is insane. I'm speechless. I want to cry. Like, my heart breaks for these children. This is unbelievably messed up. Screw you, Trump.
It's a video you need to see. It's a video of a 4-year-old child representing himself in court. And the judge told him, the U.S., America, wants you to leave. I'm going to tag my friend Empress. Matter of fact, I'm doing this right after I saw hers. I knew about it though, because Aaron Parnas reported it. I think it was yesterday. I think he's also in the clip that I'm going to show you. So just watch the clips tagged below. Yes, it is cruel. And cruelty is the point. I'll say this though. I don't want to hear a single Republican, a single person that picked DJT say, you're pro-life. This isn't pro-life. This is the opposite. This is anti-life. It's one thing to be anti-abortion. This is anti-life. Why even have kids? Why even bring kids into this world if this is how you're going to treat them? Anybody with a child who sees this should be disgusted, angry. And the only reason you wouldn't be angry is because you're Ray Ray. Because if he was this, he'd be okay. No. This is a 4-year-old child. He doesn't even know who he is yet. Imagine if that was your child. Screw this. Screw these colors. Imagine if that was your child. How would you act? Exactly. That's how the reaction should be across the board. At some point in time, I stopped getting mad at DJT and his crime regime. I stopped getting mad at the system, and I get mad at us. How the hell are we okay with that? You know, the rest of the world is watching us, watching this going, what the hell is going on with America right now? How are you okay with this? How are we not in the streets? Because one child is too many. Multiple kids have to represent themselves in front of judges. And you know they don't stand a chance. They're 4 years old. And yet we go to work. And we pay our taxes. And you know where that tax money goes? It goes to this. If that doesn't piss you off, we're a lost country. And we deserve everything we get. You're not crazy.
If you ever wondered or ever didn't think that your prez was a monster, now is the time to understand that. He has 4-year-old immigrants standing trial and defending themselves. A 4-year-old that when you ask them what they want to be when they grow up, a robot, a car, a princess, Cinderella. How? This is nuts.
This is all I got from this video. And if you think this video is okay, I mean, you are part of the problem. You know, I do not know where to start from, because how do you take a 4-year-old child to the court and you are asking, do you understand what this procedure, what do you mean by do you understand this, what this procedure is all about? What kind of grammar is that? Like, how do you expect her to understand what he is doing at that point in time, and you are at the same time speaking grammar? How do you expect the child to understand? You all said that you are pro-life. You do not want, but why are kids going to suffer for something they know nothing about? How are kids supposed to be brought into this picture? You people are the problem. I am not going to lie to you. You people are the problem. White women, the other one said, I feel like crying, your heart break. Who did you vote for? Who did you vote for? If I check properly, you absolutely voted for Trump. You are telling me your heart break. Did I see your heart breaking and all that from the video that you made? Now, I don't know how to say this, but man, this is really disgusting. That a government will subject kids. See, this is to tell you that there more are coming. When I say more are yet to unfold, because it's a 4-year-old child who could go to the court and represent him or herself. That is the beginning of that. I mean, the downfall of the king. What does a 4-year-old child know? That you have to take a 4-year-old child to court. Very soon they are going to tell you that a 4-year-old child is old enough to work. Now, look at where you people are at this point in time. This is what they have subjected America, or America has subjected itself to. Because tell me how in the world that somewhere in the world so far that this is happening. Even the country that you all call Third World War or Third War, I don't know how you people call it. Developing countries, even developing countries, do not have something like this happening. A 4-year-old child. You are taking a 4-year-old child to court, and you think you and this administration is okay? No, it is not okay. I am not going to keep quiet, because these are people's children, people that probably came out for in hope of better life and all that. You all are crashing it. See, let me tell us something. I understand that that I blame, sincerely speaking, I will not stop blaming Latinos and the Asians, white men, for what they did. Right? I can never stop blaming them, because they messed up. And it is also the mess that they did that is making these children to go through this. I think, there will be so much reflection in so many things going on. When I say reflection, if you do not reflect on who you voted for in 2024 that will assume office in 2025, you are a horrible person. That is what you are. And I might see, you know why I am bringing all this? I am bringing all this so everybody will be careful, because at this point in time, I do not even know how this government operates. If they are operating, or I don't know if it's a robot that is operating the country, because whoever that is operating the country is not operating like somebody that breastfed. Because I learned that when you breastfeed your child will have how his or her brain cells are supposed to be like, working properly. But whoever did not even, probably there was no breast milk, and there was also no, what is that called? Those powdered milk or the normal milk that they use in breastfeeding kids. Probably the child did not get any of it, because tell me how somebody is behaving the way he is behaving. Like someone that is not. Sorry to say it, but that is how it is. Now, there is also a news of an Uber Eats that probably made a turn on the wrong turn. I don't know if that is correct, but please understand where I am going to. You are driving and you made a wrong turn, right? They reported the Uber Eats to El Salvador prison. It is that bad. This country is that bad. I don't know how you are gonna say it, but at this particular point in time, it is very, very bad. And I really do hope that there will be help. I hope. I don't understand. Bye for now.